I'm just sitting here outside. I'm kind of sick right now, but I don't really care. I'm still having a joint. Um, I'm in the process of packing up a whole bunch of shit in my room to move to an apartment. And I'm just kind of sitting out here right now. It's been an interesting few days. I won't get into all of it. That's personal. But it's just so interesting to think about, you know, I was sitting, I put a video on my Instagram and it shows this couch. I sat on that couch for 24 hours with the Infernal Church special. I sat on that couch for 24 hours listening to the Might Is Right special when we streamed it the first time. I spent 24 hours with Radio Jihad on that couch. I've spent so many hours in that room just doing shit. It's interesting to think about. I call that a work to do this, so it's nice. I'm seeing Barry here in an hour. That's cool. I love Barry. They're amazing. Yeah. So, I'm just kind of sitting out here outside. I propped this up on some rocks. I have this, just having a bit of a chill time. I let Barry dye my hair red the other day. Just kind of like, well, I didn't really do well with the blue. I didn't. It was really fucking splotchy. Why not? I'm matching with them now. That's cool. But, I have a drink here. I almost spilt it. But yeah, I'm listening to the Wendigoon video right now on the JFK Files that just got released today. It's March 31st. Well, currently it's an ad. It's playing Bohemian Rhapsody. There's that video of the Green Day crowd, and I think it's Brazil or some South American country, and it's like shit. Like 50,000 people, 55,000 people or something singing Bohemian Rhapsody. I think that's fucking awesome. I think that's fucking amazing to hear. I saw Green Day in 2022, so I got to experience that on a smaller scale. But, I think it was maybe 2,000 people at the Innings Festival 2022. I'm not sure. I didn't really check. But, I've also been listening to a lot of these Kanye West interviews lately, and he's like, yeah, there's this, and he's talking about how he wants to, and how he was wanting to build that giant, stadium church that he was building so that people could sing in a giant choir and have it just be just the magnetism of the choir in unison, all those voices, because there is a fucking energy to that. I've been in the middle of a Green Day concert. I've been there. There is an energy to it. There's no denial. I think the best musical performers do it in a ritualistic sense. I mean, you don't even have to like Green Day, I don't think, because I've heard it many times before, like, they don't even like Green Day, and then they go to see the concert. They don't even like the music, but it's just a fucking amazing performance. And the fact of the matter is, Mike Dirnt says it, I don't think there's a crowd that Billie Joe Armstrong couldn't control. Like, it's very Hitlerian. Like, I don't think there's a crowd Hitler couldn't control. I think Hitler very much, if he came back, like in that, if it's like that one movie where he comes back, but yeah, it's like if Hitler came back and made a speech today, I think he could control the crowd. I still think he could do it. Sort of similar to how Trump does, or just it's crowd control. It's mass manipulation in broad daylight. Though I saw Green Day at night, so you know. But well, was it night? I guess it was, because it was after Weezer had ended. Yeah, it was about 9, and then that went for about 2.5 hours. And I mean, I found out after the fact that, at that Innings Festival, Billy Joe Armstrong himself was fucking sick, and I guess that makes sense. But, the fact that he could still do that is cool, Though, I guess, I mean, it's the same thing as, the whole idea of glam rock mixed with a Nuremberg rally, as Boyd Rice put it in the Iconoclast documentary when describing the performances that Marilyn Manson started to do in unison with his Antichrist Superstar tour. The podium, the chant, the crowd control. I mean, the guitar, it would go da-da, and then, the crowd would do the hey. And then it's like, do you love your guns? Yeah. God? Yeah. The government? Fuck yeah. I've seen Marilyn Manson. I can say this for a fact. I mean, I almost want to see him again. Depends. I might see him again this Saturday. If I check the ticket prices again, and if they've gone up, no, but we'll see. I like the book 11/22/63 by Stephen King. It's kind of interesting to think about, because I have an interest in Kennedy. I think that it's an interesting thing that people are so focused on this one focal moment in American history. And for what? Because he got killed on camera? I guess. Because he was the president? Because he was... I mean, we know who did it now. Varg could tell you who did it. But that's neither here nor there. I think it's interesting, though. I mean, I have a whole box full of newspaper clippings posthumously from the assassination that I got from my great-grandparents while I was helping clean out their porch. I've read James Shelby Downard's piece on it. I've read all different takes on it. I've made different takes on it. I put a different take up on it once on Internet Archive in my blog. I disagree with that take now. I mean, Oswald certainly didn't act alone. I'm really stoned right now. Holy shit. Anyway, yeah. I'm just kind of sitting here rambling, but, It's interesting, though. I mean, wow. The Infernal Church lasted the entirety, like, I was in that room, and the Infernal Church started. No, I wasn't in that room when it ended. I was on a trip when the Infernal Church suddenly got deleted. But, I don't know. I think it's just interesting to think about. This kind of reminds me of any of the R.I.P. Shane Bugby things, where it's kind of on a more positive note. Though, no one can relate to that, as I'm the only one in possession of those, and probably for another long while will be, because I'm not gonna put those out. They were out for the time that they were on the internet, and you could have listened to them when you got the chance. A few people took it, but now I'm the sole possessor. It's interesting just sitting out here. I should probably get back to it eventually. I mean, I've literally only so far achieved cleaning up majority of my movies, because I have a shit ton of DVDs, because I prefer physical media over digital, because interestingly, digital compresses things, meanwhile physical media allows it to be more close to the theatrical or just full experience. And if you want to argue with me on that, I dare you to listen to Black Sabbath on vinyl and then listen to it on a streaming service, because after you listen to Black Sabbath on vinyl, you literally can't listen to Black Sabbath on streaming very well. It's kind of more of a letdown. I don't even have Black Sabbath on vinyl. My favorite vinyl is Leathermouth's XO. My favorite song on the album is the song of the phrase that many people believe that you cannot say, but actually, I will link the statute in the description, but you can absolutely say the phrase, "I want to kill the President of the United States of America." And yeah, you can say that. Not that I think that or anything. You can just say it if you want to. I don't really care. But you can say the phrase. Contrary to popularly spread belief, there is nothing in U.S. statute against saying it. What is illegal with the phrase or such phrases is putting them into writing and distributing that writing. There's nothing against saying it verbally. Because I guess putting it into writing and distributing it makes it a plan, but just saying it is just saying it, maybe? I'm not sure. It's interesting.